Kevin Douse. I believe that's how you say your name. If I'm saying it wrong, let me know. My apologies. But you said that 2 creators had dropped recently and that you wanted me to check out them, right? And so here we are. So today I am checking out a video by Degenerocity. It is titled The Worst Piece of Fiction. There have been some very bad ones, all right? Like Mind's Eye, it's a fictional story technically, and it is awful, or at least the game is awful. I don't even know much about the story. I'm gonna be real with you. But I've also watched some terrible movies and stuff. If this is the worst, I can only imagine how bad it's gonna be. If y'all enjoy this, make sure to hit Degenerocity with the goodness. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Lock that in by hitting the bell. It is the goodness. Hit them with it. I'm gonna do the same if I enjoy today's video. Let's get to it.
Done with this series. I thought as soon as I made my vid on it some time ago, I would be moving forward with
so this is a part 2.
Get my degree, start a broken family, move towards a positive direction. Then come to modern day, I've achieved neither of those goals. World War III is about to start, and the worst story I've ever read somehow became even worse. A while back, I made a video on the Rent-A-Girlfriend manga.
Oh, Rent-A-Girlfriend.
Why I think it's the biggest piece of doo-doo I've ever had the misfortune of witnessing. And if you're blessed enough to not experience this series or watch my video on it, let me give you a quick synopsis. Rent-A-Girlfriend is about a man named Kazuya who rents a girlfriend, her name is Chizuru, after his ex broke up with him. Then he starts going around telling people that it's his real girlfriend. Then shenanigans go down. He also got this other Rent-A-Girlfriend that's obsessed with him, and they're dating because she's blackmailing him, threatening to expose his fake relationship with Chizuru to all of his friends and family. That's basically the story. He also in love with Chizuru the entire time, so it's like a journey of a will they, won't they.
So you telling me, hold on, he rented a girl. I remember watching a I think Philly video on it, right? So you rented a girl, told everybody that's your real girl, and then there's an actual girl who wants to be your real girl, and like in anime female standards, she's not ugly, right? So why not just break it off with your fake girl, which if I remember right, you kind of spending hella bread on her. Break it off with her and get with old girl that really want to be with you. It'd probably be less expensive. Hey, she might let you hit. I don't know how old y'all are. If y'all are under the age of, 16, 17? I don't know. 17. Let's just be safe. If y'all are under the age of 17, don't be doing all that.
They get together at the end. It's a fairly simple story that the author somehow stretched out into damn 400 chapters. Last time I talked about this manga, I was complaining on how there was no progress in the story and character development was non-existent, especially with the main character. This dude is a certified goof. Imagine a man that Cash App's IG models his paycheck just to get a heart on his DM and left on scene. And he still does it again when the next direct deposit hit. That's the type of lame we're dealing with. I'm not trying to repeat all the same complaints I did on my last video, but since the 200 chapters I read then, the chapters have almost doubled, and the same thing is still going on.
A 2-pack of ass.
Almost nothing happened since then, except the 2 major recent events that the story has been leading up to.
Like, look, I'm gonna be 100 with you. One Piece. I know One Piece fans, they already got their bow and arrows, guns, everything pointed at me. Look, chill. One Piece is slowly paced, but in almost 400 chapters, a lot happened. In 400 chapters, I don't remember, I have not read it, right? But like, I forget where episode 400 roughly is in One Piece, but I know we had to be, I think, past Alabasta, right? I feel like that's Water 7 or something. Skypiea? Some, bro.
Since the start,
might be Marine 4 for all
I wanted to talk about today. So here's the update. On chapter 316, Kazuya officially asked Chizuru out on a real date that he don't gotta rent her for. And she says yes. This is some groundbreaking progress.
Holy.
300 plus chapters into a romance, we got our first date. And for the next 70 plus chapters, it's all about this first date. That's over a year in real time spent on this one event. About a 30 chapter arc of Kazuya planning out and getting him prepared for the date, then another 30 chapters of the date itself. Now, I didn't read all these chapters. My brain can only mentally handle so many lobotomies. I only read the chapters of the actual date, which is 29 chapters so far of me recording. I read these chapters and was instant.
29 chapters of. Wait, wasn't part 1 Naruto like 500 chapters? All of part 1, from when we meet Naruto to when Sasuke leaves. Spoiler alert for anybody that hasn't watched Naruto, Sasuke leaves. That's like 400 or 500 chapters. So and 400 and 500 are relatively close. So 30 chapters probably would have been like the Naruto Sasuke fight. Might have been more than that. And you telling me that it was one date? I can't do it. Degenerocity, you got this, bro. Talk to me.
Reminded why I hate this show.
I'm not reading this.
Why is Kazuya still dating Ruka? There is no reason for them still being a thing. The only reason why he was forced into the relationship because she was threatening to expose him. But now in the story, everybody already knows about their rental situation and nobody really cared. So why is he still dealing with this? He don't even like her like that. She just in the way of everything. Anyways, during the chapters of the date, they're exactly how I expected them to look. Kazuya in his inner thoughts, gawking over how good Chizuru looks for multiple pages, him acting mad awkward in conversation. Bro, we're still doing this 380 chapters in. Who is finding this entertaining? Who are the day one fans that are still eating this up? Your brain gotta be fried by now. Cause I felt miserable to come back and read the same trash that I dropped 3 years ago for the same problems it has to this day. Some things never change, and it's unbelievable that the author has somehow stretched this date into 30 chapters and it's still technically ongoing. How do you do it?
Garo and Saitama, I don't think fought for 30 chapters, bro. Yeah, you out here putting up Sukuna versus everybody numbers with the chapters for a date, and it's ongoing. Like, y'all, JJK fans, y'all know what I'm talking about. When every week or whenever the new chapter dropped, everybody was pulling. Imagine doing that for two people, one awkward dude and a girl who is like 50-50 on even liking him, hanging out. Nothing actually possibly coming from, bro. Get out of my face.
It's not even the worst part yet, because I haven't gotten to the main thing that had everyone talking online about it. It's how I even found out this manga is still going on. In the latest chapter, Chizuru and the goon go have a talk at the end of the bridge. And there she tells him that she might like him too. Bro, this could be an endgame moment for the entire series. Only for her to say, not right now. Which is other words for no. Bro, I use that excuse all the time. Maybe later. Nigga, that mean never. Bro, this is like if Luffy found the One Piece and the One Piece turned out to be the friends we made along the way.
If I'm telling you, if Oda do that, there are going to be One Piece fans who are going to say that it's peak. We stoning though. All right? Not to death, but somebody better hit them with a brick, bro. I'm just saying. I'm joking. Okay? I am not actually saying that y'all should go out and violently attack somebody. But in your head, you can definitely do it. Just don't let that become an action. Because if over 1,000 chapters, over 1,000 episodes, and the friends we...
This bullshit! And I'm not mad because she said no. That man is a gooner and likes to sit in Adam 22 chairs at the motels. It's not like anyone owes anybody a relationship either. Like what Kazuya feels towards Chizuru at this point doesn't even feel like love. It feels like an obsession.
Yeah.
Like this dude has been fiending over her since the start of the story. Willing to do anything for her and to stay by her side. Even when it's at his own detriment and he's at risk of ruining all the relationships he has around him. And you might be saying, oh, he's just doing this because he's a nice guy, he's a good guy. We all know what he wants. So no, I'm not mad that Chizuru said no.
Hey,
the reason I'm mad is because this whole series is one big waste of time. Almost 400 chapters of being down bad and lollygagging, and then there's gonna be 300 more chapters of the same thing until another confession happens, and maybe they'll get together on that one. Probably not. And you know what's worse? It's been reported that this dude has spent a whopping equivalent of $250,000 US on her. Now, I don't know how true this is, but doing my own research, I'ma start believing shit. And if this
Hey, hold on. Hold on. Degenerocity. You kind of cooked with that. Hold on. I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to some stuff, bro, I kind of be on the same wave. It's very particular. But sometimes you just be like, bro, you know what? I don't even care enough, bro. If you said that a dolphin jumped on top of a cruise liner today, cool, right? I don't care, bro. I'm with him on this, bro. If he really spent $250,000, great. If y'all tell me that Goku can destroy the multiverse and has I don't care, bro. Great. You know, I don't care about power scaling, bro. Like, or at least without reason, like within a reasonable amount. Like if y'all said that Kiba beats Naruto or beats Goku, come on now. That's just blatant bullshit. But if y'all say that this person can do that and that and they did it, yeah.
This is true, bro. End it all. Okay,
Yeah.
Some dude on Reddit did the math, and Kazuya had only spent a few bands of his own money on her.
That's still
but
too much.
That's still a lot. He could have bought this 2004 Ford Mustang I found on Facebook Marketplace for that amount of money he spent on her, only to get no buns. And those are the chapters so far, bro. I don't know what it is with this author stretching out this story into infinity. Maybe he loves the characters and stories so much that he doesn't want to let them go. I don't know. He can make other series with other characters he can grow to love. And he's already done this. He made a new series while working on Rent a Girlfriend not too long ago. It's titled The Shinji Family Children, a completely new romance manga by him. Let me read you a summary of it so you know what it's about. The story follows Arata Shinji, the eldest son of the Shinji family, who lives with his 5 sisters and a younger brother. Arata has always been tossed around by the whims of his sisters, and yet that does not stop him from viewing them as his precious family members. The hell does that mean? However, everything is changed when their father reveals that the siblings are not related by blood. And Arata now needs to deal with this newfound situation. Bro, are you good? You know, when I first started reading this, I was actually a little bit excited and hopeful that the confession would mean something. Because at this point, this is just abysmal. There are rumors that are saying it's ended. It has not ended yet. The author has made no announcements of when the series will end. So as far as we know, this could just be the first half. There's also more rumors saying that he's not ending the series because he's in love with Chizuru. And even though I don't really understand the things he says on Twitter, I really hope this is not the case.
Right.
Bro has a wife and kids. I'm actually at a loss.
Look, if this comes out to be true, bro, it's gonna be just like that dude with the AI. I don't know if y'all know, a dude just tried to marry an AI woman or AI program, whatever you want to call them, right? But this man had a whole girlfriend, and I think he had a child too. Your girlfriend and child, you picked an AI over that, and then the AI's memory and all that, and pretty much their whole history together got wiped.
For words right now. What more can I say on this that hasn't already been said? I'm not gonna lie, this has been a pretty bad week for me. The Pacers lost. It's 1,000,000 degrees outside. My car got towed. And I had to read 30 more chapters of this bullshit just for this video. I wanna die! I'm never reading it again. Not even if another confession happens, bro. Just no more. Just no more. I'm never—
Hey, bro, go read Solo Leveling Ragnarok, bro. It'll make you feel a little bit better.
letting my morbid curiosity take the best of me. Anyways, that's kind of all I wanted to say. And in conclusion, I'd rather be reading One Piece.
You got that, big dog. You got that, bro. Hold on. Okay, dude. I got some things to say. Devin Douse. Hey, I see you, my boy. Good one. Cause this gives me something to say. I'm gonna tell you what can redeem this whole story. I'm gonna tell y'all what can redeem Rent a Girlfriend as a story. Either you could end it with her saying no, him being brokenhearted, and then start a new story right where it left off. Right? Or you could keep it all in the same and keep the title and just make it feel real different, real weird. Turn the main character. Like the heartbreak is, you could change the series, make it a whole new thing if you want. He's obsessed, truly obsessed. And so now this becomes a very dark and terrifying like cat and mouse game between the two. Where he's trying to kill her, he's taking out cops. And make it Death Note level of writing, bro. I promise you, the setup to that, it's a whole. You are literally, someone threw a lob, caught it, and scored a touchdown. That's how at the Super Bowl that a lob in the NBA Finals Game 7, like 10 seconds on the clock, right? 5 seconds on the clock. It's fourth down. You got one play left. You throw it. That's the shift. Bro, it would be insanity, bro. And give it 100 chapters of this and bring up stuff that happened in the first one. Bring old girl that like him into it. Turn him into Yandere, I think it is, or Tsundere, whatever. I think Tsundere they mean to the person they love, and Yandere they love them so. Yes, do it, bro. It would be insane. I would read the whole thing just to see that pivot. You know, rent a girlfriend to kill a girlfriend. Ooh, boy. I buy it. I ain't gonna lie to you. But look, Degenerocity, I'm sorry you had to go through that. I'm glad that I watched your video. I wasn't gonna watch the series. I'm glad I watched your video to it reinforced me not watching the series, not reading the series. Because sometimes, especially on my bad days, right? On my bad days, when I'm reading a manga or something, it's got a lot of world building, a lot of yapping in it, and I just don't feel like it. I'm not getting through it. And this whole anime feels like yapping. All for this man he just trying to smash the girl that he like. Bro, it's you in Japan. I think the population of Japan is like, I might be underselling, like 20 million. If you don't go find you another girl, you spending 3 bands? Almost 4? 4 bands on understand if that's your girl and y'all really locked in, like y'all don't either been together for over a year, you don't smashed or something, you go spend like 3-4 bands on a vacation or an engagement ring or overall on dates or something, valid. But if she ain't your, you just tricking, bruh. Just get out my face with all that. Look, if y'all enjoyed this, make sure to hit Degenerocity with the goodness. This man, he seems like he done been through a lot reading this series. Hit him with that like, comment, subscribe, share. Lock that in by hitting the bell. That is the goodness. Hit him with it. And if y'all enjoyed my reaction, please do the same for your boy. This has been your boy Reggie Wolf. I am signing out. Peace.